Hey lambs, Ky here with another Ky Rants. Before I begin, I just want to tell you that I have an announcement about Ky Rants and I'll tell it in tomorrow's segment. But today, I just want to remind you that Ky Rants is sponsored by my lamb Patreon, www.patreon.com/love and murder. Go over there and subscribe if you want to be a sponsor of Love and Murder. So let's get into today's rant. So the headline reads, Woman allegedly poisons boyfriend after learning of $30 million inheritance. The case begins with a seemingly devoted couple, 47-year-old Thea Kenoyer and her 51-year-old boyfriend, Stephen Edward Riley Jr. They were together for about almost 10 years, but that was all about to change. Stephen was on the verge of claiming his $30 million inheritance and had an appointment with his lawyer on September 3rd, 2023. He had actually decided to break up with Thea. No idea why, didn't give a reason, but he had planned to break up with Thea, get his $30 million and move about his life. On September 3rd, Stephen fell seriously sick, and this was the day he went to meet his lawyer. Friends who were with Stephen noticed that something was wrong with him. As the day progressed, he kept getting more and more and more sick, with signs of being drunk, even though he didn't drink any alcohol that day. As the day wore on, he started getting severe stomach pains and even struggled to walk. Stephen's condition worsened and he began to throw up uncontrollably. And then it got to the point where he couldn't even walk without someone helping him. Concerned about their friend, the group tried to, call 911 as you would for anybody that you're with. However, his girlfriend Thea said that she had medical training and insisted that it was just probably the heat. He's just too hot. It's heat stroke. So we'll just get him some water. He'll be okay. And after much prompting, the group agreed. Like, oh, okay. The next day, a friend tried to check up on Stephen, but Thea told her that he had gone to the clinic. However, when the friend called around to see, which clinic he went to so they could still go and check up on him, they couldn't find him in any of the surrounding clinics. No clinics, no ERs, no nothing in their town. Later that day, Thea ended up calling 911. And when paramedics arrived, they found Stephen unresponsive. He was immediately transported to a local emergency room where his condition was so grave that they got him on a helicopter and airlifted him to Bismarck Hospital. And unfortunately, he never regained consciousness and passed away on September 5th, 2023. Investigators then turned their attention to Thea, and she told them that Stephen had been drinking all day, and that's why he was acting like that. He told everybody that he wasn't, but, I saw that he was. Then Thea told Stephen's lawyer that, we've been together almost 10 years, so we're common law married. And because of that, I should be able to get some of that $30 million, correct? And the lawyer was like, no, we're in North Dakota. And in North Dakota, we don't recognize common law marriages. Not only that, but when investigators ordered an autopsy and the results came back, the autopsy report confirmed that Stephen had not 1 ounce of alcohol in his system. What he did have in his system, though, was ethylene glycol, which poisoned him and is actually the main ingredient in antifreeze. And the reason why the coroner specifically went looking for something is because some of his friends tipped the investigators off, and told them that Thea had made disturbing comments about poisoning a previous boyfriend. As investigators went deeper into the case, they searched Thea and Stephen's house. They found an old Windex bottle without a cap, and it had a bright green liquid in it, and they found a plastic mug. The liquid was identified as antifreeze. Faced with mounting evidence, Thea provided investigators with all these crazy scenarios to explain the alleged poisoning, saying that maybe he dipped his cigarette in antifreeze, or did you check his computer? He had weird Google searches. And she just kept giving all these kind of crazy scenarios that none of them made any sense. Eventually, Thea admitted the truth. She had spiked sweet tea with antifreeze. And the investigators were like, "Really? You don't say. You're the one who did this? We are shocked. Shocked, I tell you." And she told them that she did this because she hoped to secure her share of Stephen's inheritance, and she had learned that he was going to break up with her. So she thought because they were common law married, she was going to get his money. But I guess she thought up this whole plan. But within the plan, she didn't think to do any searches on, hey, does our state recognize common law marriage? But no, instead she searched how to get away with murder. She also planned on sharing the money with her son. And of course, police told her the same thing the lawyer said is, North Dakota doesn't recognize common law marriage, so you get nothing except the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. So she was arrested and charged with a Class AA felony murder charge, one of the most serious charges in North Dakota. She's currently at the Ward County Detention Center, being held without bond and awaiting a preliminary hearing scheduled for December 7th, 2023. So far, it appears that she will be representing herself. In a statement issued by Investigations Commander Captain Dale Plessis, quote, "This case was extremely complex. Thank you to everyone who provided us with information that helped our investigators piece this together." Then, in a series of Facebook posts, before she was taken into custody, Thea claimed her innocence. Here's one which was written 3 days before she was arrested. Quote, "To the Schaefer that almost hit me. That's not married. Hello, honey. I wish I was looking for someone, but no, I am a one-woman man." So I guess she meant to say to somebody who hit on her and they're not married. That's weird. Anyways, "I'm a one-woman man kind of person, and Steve Riley, the only man I ever wanted." So why did she have to put that out? Did somebody ask you if you were hit on? Okay. My main question for this case is, how far can the heart veer from love to evil when it comes to money? And before I wrap this up, I want to say, oh my God, could you imagine somebody just leaving you a $30 million inheritance? 30? I couldn't even imagine. I just get a phone call like, "Hey, such and such person passed away. I'm sorry to tell you that. But they actually left you $30 million. All you have to do is come and sign for it." They did what now? What? 30? Can you imagine somebody left you $30 million? And I wonder who did that. They didn't say who left this to him, where it came from. And I guess he thought he was set. He's what, 51? You were with this woman 10 years. You were like, "Well, I got money now. I'm going to upgrade." Like, what? That's insane. So you were settling for her for 10 years and you figured you have $30 million now. So you're leaving. Look, don't get me wrong. Your prerogative. I'm just baffled. But that $30 million inheritance, wow. So what did y'all think about this case? Let me know in the comments below. And that's all I have for this Ky Rants. I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Bye.